Hey guys, welcome to this video. Today we are going to study about polymorphism. So what is polymorphism? Polymorphism is combination of two words, poly and morphism. Poly means many and morphism means form. So polymorphism means many forms. For example, a person at the same time can be a husband, father and teacher. So person is a single entity, single object, and it is behaving in different forms. So ability of an object to behave in different form is known as polymorphism. There are two types of polymorphism: compile time polymorphism and runtime polymorphism. Compile time polymorphism can be achieved using virtual function overloading and operator overloading, while runtime polymorphism can be achieved using virtual functions. In compile time polymorphism, the compiler knows at compile time which function to call. It is achieved using function overloading and operator overloading. In function overloading, the compiler knows at runtime which function to call. What is function overloading? A function with same name but different parameters. So the compiler know at runtime which function to call, because the parameter will be different. So the compiler will decide on after seeing the parameter of the function which function to call at compile time. But in runtime polymorphism, the compiler decides at runtime to which function to call. It depends on the pointer type. Okay guys, let's take an example. First take an example of compile time polymorphism using function overloading. Then we will take an example of runtime polymorphism using virtual function. Okay guys, let's get started. Let's take an example of compile time polymorphism using function overloading. So let's declare two functions here, void show function, and it accept a integer parameter. Let's declare another function with same name, show, and it accept, let's say, float parameter. Okay, void. Okay, now let's write the definition of these two functions. Void show int x, and here we will display the value of x. Cout x is, here we will display our this x which we are passing as a parameter to this function. Similarly, let's define our second function which accept float value as a parameter, float y, and here we will display our, so y is, I will display our y parameter. Okay guys, in our main function, let's call our show function. Show, how to call a function? Write the name of a function, then parameter. Let's say 90. Let's call our second function, show, and 90.30. So we have called our two functions. So more than one instance of overloaded function show match the argument list and float y. So we have written here float. Okay, and what's problem here? Show function. Let's execute this program. error because we have to tell the compiler first. Let's declare two variable int a and float b, and put b, and here we will pass our a variable, and let's initialize this a equal to 90 and b equal to 90.30. So now the error goes because now the compiler knows which function he should call. The name of function is same but parameter is different. A is of type integer and b is of type float. So now the compiler will compile term know which function he should call. How the compiler decide which function to call? With this parameter. If it is integer parameter, see the type a is of integer type, so this first function will gets called. Why? Because it accepts a integer parameter, and second time this second function will be called because this accepts a float parameter, and we are passing here a float variable. So the compiler compile time know which function to call. So the compile time polymorphism is achieved using function overloading. So what is function overloading? The function with same name but different parameter. See, the name of these two functions is same but parameter is different. This accept integer parameter, this and this accept a float parameter. So the same function is behaving in different form. So in this way we can achieve compile time polymorphism using function overloading. Okay guys, now let's take an example of runtime polymorphism using virtual function. Let's remove all the stuff. Let's declare a class A, and in class we have a public member function. Let's say show. We have to write virtual keyword because runtime polymorphism is achieved using virtual function. So we will define a virtual function in our parent class, virtual void, then the name of our function is show. Let's display here cout parent class A. End of line. The word virtual means we can override this function in our child classes. We have declared this function as a virtual in our parent class. We can override this function in our child classes. So the compile time polymorphism is achieved using virtual function. Class B colon it publicly inherit class A, public and our class A. Void our show function. Let's display here child class B. End of line. Let's copy this class and paste it here and change the name of class. Instead of class B we have write class C, and here instead of child class B we will display child class C. So now we have declared a virtual function in our parent class and we are overriding this function in our child classes. Okay, now let's create the object of these classes. A, let's say obj1 class B, let's say object is obj2 and our class C object obj3. Our class A, let's create a pointer static ptr. ptr pointer is used to hold the address. So write address separator obj of 1. So now ptr contains the address of our class A object. Okay, now using this pointer, let's call our show function. So this operator is known as member access operator. This operator is known as member access operator. We can access our member of pointer type using this member access operator. Now let's copy the address of our object to in our ptr and again call our function using member address operator show function. So now this firstly we have copied the address of this obj1 of object class A, so that this function will be called, and secondly this function will be called because we are copying the address of this function. Why this function will be called? Because we have used virtual keyword, means we can override the definition of this function in our child class. Okay, now again ptr is equal to address operator and object 3 and ptr access member access operator and our show function. Okay guys, let's execute this program. So parent class A, child class B and child class C. See here we are able to call all these functions of class A and B. We have declared virtual function show in our parent class, means we can override the definition of this function in our child class. So we have overridden the definition of this function in our child classes. By using virtual function we have achieved polymorphism at runtime. So runtime polymorphism can be achieved using virtual function. So we have created the object of our 3 classes, then we have pointer type. So ptr contains the address of first object. So our parent class function show is called class A, that is our parent class is class A. And similarly second time this second function gets called class B show, and third time this third show function gets called of our class that belongs to our class C. We have overridden the definition of this function in our child classes due to this virtual function. If we do not write virtual keyword here, then we cannot override the definition of this function in our child classes. Okay, let's remove this virtual keyword and execute this program. Now see, parent class A, each time this function gets called that belongs to class A, we are unable to override the definition of this function in our child classes. So by using virtual function we can override the definition of our parent class function in our child classes. So dynamic polymorphism can be achieved using virtual function. So we will write virtual keyword here. So here the compiler will decide at compile time which function to call. Compiler does not do at runtime which function to call. Compiler will decide at compile time which function to call. Okay guys, this is for this video. Thanks for watching. If you have any question, you can ask in the comment section of this video. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Goodbye.